to France. We're going to have a good few days. I think it'll be very productive. Seeing a lot of the leaders who are friends of mine for the most part. Wouldn't say in 100% of the cases, but for the most part. And I think we're doing very well. Our economy is doing great. We're having a little spat with China, and we'll win it. We put a lot of tariffs on China today. As you know, they put some on us. We put a lot on them. We're up to about $550 billion. They've been hitting us for many, many years for over $500 billion a year, taking out of our country much more than $500 billion a year. So we want that stopped. Okay? Well, we'll see what happens. At this moment, they want to do that, so we'll see what happens. They want to have talks, so I'm always open to talk. Well, in 1977, we had an act passed, a National Emergency Act. I have the absolute right to do that. We'll see how that goes, but I have the absolute right. 1977, check it out. No, I think our tariffs are very good for us. We're taking in tens of billions of dollars. China's paying for it. They're, as you know, manipulating their currency. I think that our tariffs are working out very well for us. People don't understand that yet. At the same time, China's had the worst year probably in anywhere from 30 to 50 years, their worst year, and they want to make a deal. No, I'm not happy with Jay Powell. I don't think he's doing a good job at all. I don't think he's much of a chess player, but I've got him, so, you know, that's what I have. That's what I have. What can I tell you? He's not much of a chess player. I'm going to see Prime Minister Abe. I look forward to it. He's a great gentleman. He's a great friend of mine.
South Korea end up military intelligence sharing with Japan. Are you worried about that?
We're going to see what happens. President Moon, also a very good friend of mine, and we'll see what happens with South Korea.
So are you worried about that?
No, I don't think so. I think that we have a very good relationship. We'll see what happens. That could always change, but we'll see what happens. Kim Jong-un has been, you know, pretty straight with me, I think. And we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what's happening. He likes testing missiles, but we never restricted short-range missiles. We'll see what happens. Many nations test those missiles. We tested a very big one the other day, as you probably noticed.
623 points. That's what the Dow was down today because of what you were tweeting. Do you feel a responsibility for that?
Not at all. Not at all. Because if you look at from November 9th, the day after the election, we're up 50% or more. We're up many, many points. We were at about 16 or 17,000. We're at 25,000. So don't tell me about 600 points. Say it.
You have a message for Justice Ginsburg?
Well, I hope she does really well. And our thoughts and prayers are with her. It's a very serious situation. I'm hoping she's going to be fine. She's pulled through a lot. She's strong, very tough, but we wish her well, very well. Yeah, I am. I don't like what France did. They put a technology tax on our tech companies, and it's not that I'm the biggest fan of the tech companies, because as you know, they were very much opposed to the Republicans, and they are very much opposed. Somebody came in the other day, said the election that we had in 16 with Hillary Clinton, that it could have cost me anywhere from 2,600,000 votes to, I think he went up to close to either 10 or maybe even 15 million votes. So I'm not a big fan of the tech companies, but I don't want foreign companies and foreign countries, I don't want them doing anything having to do with taxing unfairly our companies. Those are great American companies, and frankly, I don't want France going out and taxing our companies. Very unfair. And if they do that, we'll be taxing their wine or doing something else. We'll be taxing their wine like they've never seen before. I don't like it. That's for us to tax them. It's not for France to tax them. Other than that, I have a very good relationship with, as you know, with Macron, as you say, and I think we're going to have a very good couple of days. I look forward to being in France.
What did you tell the Danish Prime Minister? What did you mean yesterday when you said you're the chosen one? Did you mean it in the biblical sense?
Let me tell you, you know exactly what I meant. It was sarcasm, it was joking, we were all smiling, and a question like that is just fake news. You're just a faker.
Mr. President, reparations for blacks. Are you interested in changing your ideas about giving reparations to African Americans in this country?
Well, I never stated my ideas, so you tell me what my ideas were. Never stated them. They're your ideas.
Okay, well,
So no. Don't put a question like that. I've never stated my ideas, so don't put the question like that. Say it.
You want Powell to resign.
Do I want him to resign? Let me put it this way. If he did, I wouldn't stop him.
President Xi, you referred to him as Chairman Xi today. You get along well with him, you can do business with him. I think you may have even called him a friend at one point. Today you implied that he's an enemy along with Jay Powell. Is he an enemy or a friend?
He's a very good competitor, but we're going to win.
President, why did you decide not to pursue your foreign aid cuts? Your rescission package for the foreign aid cuts, why did you decide not to do
We're going
that?
to be spending that money in different ways than you think. But rather than renegotiating everything again, I'm going to do it the way I just said. We'll be distributing that money differently.
Why did you tell the Danish? Sir, what did you tell the Danish Prime Minister? What did you tell the Danish Prime Minister?
Called me, a wonderful woman. We had a great conversation. We have a very good relationship with Denmark, and we agreed to speak later. But she was very nice. She put a call in, and I appreciated it very much. Look, China's been hurting our country for 30 years with the money they've been taking out. Other presidents should have done something about it, and they should have done it a long time ago, whether it was Clinton or Bush or Obama, any of them. They should have done something about it, and they didn't. I'm doing it, and I have no choice because we're not going to lose close to $1 trillion a year to China, and China understands that. I hope that with President Xi, I have a good relationship, but they understand we're not going to do it. And this is more important than anything else right now, just about that we're working on. We have to make sure that our taxpayer, look, we have helped rebuild China like nobody else, and they've done a great job. And I don't blame China. I blame our presidents, our representatives, past administrations for allowing that to happen. It's a disgrace.
Kim Jong-un said that.